Good evening. Thousands of people have brought the city to a standstill, rallying on the steps of State Parliament demanding the Premier be sacked. The protesters again fighting proposed laws that would give Daniel Andrews the power to declare a pandemic. Here's our state political reporter, Mark Santomartino.
You couldn't see a square inch of the road, tram tracks or footpaths beneath a sea of frustrated Victorians stretching for blocks down Bourke Street, returning for the largest rally yet against the Premier's proposed pandemic laws.
What concerns me? Well, personal freedom, personal movement, medical apartheid.
They came from all directions, starting at the State Library, swarming through the city, carrying the Madonna and a familiar-looking punching bag.
Self-proclaimed, undisputed, lockdown champion of the world, Mr. Dan Andrews. It's just a memento for today. It's not about punching it. We're about a peaceful protest and really understanding why we're here, to kill the bill.
It's up to us to become proactive in the political process and make our voices heard.
There's an election coming and they'll have to answer to all these people.
A fact not lost on Craig Kelly or Bernie Finn.
We have all had a gutful.
Claire Woodley dedicating her father's famous song, We Are One,
to the brave victims and survivors of satanic ritual abuse.
a conspiracy theory less prevalent in a larger, more diverse and mostly peaceful crowd.
Many of the people that you see here are just normal everyday people worried about their jobs, they're worried about their kids, they're worried about their rights being infringed, and they want to take a stand for it, and good on them.
Enough is enough. Business is already hard enough as it is without having these political rocks thrown in their road.
Well, the protest has been going for hours, the rain has started to fall, and even more are continuing to arrive. This group is walking up Spring Street toward the steps of State Parliament, where already tens of thousands of people are. Groups were splintering off and circling back through the streets, chanting with every step.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer, I'm not a pro-vaxxer, I'm a pro-choicer. So it's all about choice. Our body, our decision.
No politician should ever have this power.
Chris Holloway has a medical exemption he says counts for nothing.
Every single day I'm going into shops and businesses and I'm being refused service because I'm unvaccinated, even with my exemption. And that's wrong. I don't have the virus.
The Premier has refused to put an end date on locking out Victoria's unvaccinated, rules that will be enforced under new pandemic laws if and when they pass the upper house.
This is really important legislation. It's gone through extensive consultation with the health experts, with human rights experts.
We oppose this bill in its entirety.
And Mark, it will be debated in Parliament this coming week.
The opposition won't grant special leave, making sure that this isn't a quick vote, Alicia. David Davis says this bill must be properly scrutinised. We know the opposition's already working on a raft of amendments, including one that would grant at least a level of oversight for each and every extension to both houses of Parliament. To do that, though, they'll need some support from crossbenchers, and we already know that the government has that critical support of the three it needs to pass this bill. Not only did they help design these new proposed pandemic laws, Alicia, but they've already come out publicly and spoken about it being a much better deal for Victorians than the existing state of emergency.
All right, Mark, thank you.